So this is the biscuit knowledge base being displayed here as the in the visualization. So we can make a copy of this and as a basis to start our new knowledge base. So I go back to the folder, and if I look in the knowledge base folder, the KB folder here, we see that the biscuits knowledge base has got a folder of its own. So what I want to do next to that biscuits one is create a new folder. I'm going to call it arachnids. And I'm going to take the Excel file, a copy of the Excel file, the biscuits Excel file, and put it into that folder, arachnids, and I'm going to rename it. I'm going to call it arachnids, same as the folder. It doesn't matter if it's got a different name actually. So I'm going to open this spreadsheet now, this new spreadsheet. And if we look on the Taxa tab, we've got all the stuff associated with the biscuits on all the other tabs here. And the first tab I'm going to update, the first worksheet, I call them tabs sometimes, is this config one. So I'm going to change the name of the knowledge base here, and I'm going to call it main arachnid groups. Leave the year as 2016. I'm going to put my name in here. I'm just going to take out actually the publisher and location because not everyone will have that. I'm going to call this version 0.1 because it's not a proper version. I'm going to take out that line of history there and put today's date in this line here, 26th November. And I'm going to say created to demonstrate the framework. Okay. So I'm going to now go to the macros tab and click this button here to save the worksheet CSVs. And if we look back in the folder now where arachnids is, you can see that's created all these CSV files. That's ready to be picked up by the framework. But before it can do that, we need to actually edit this file here so that it points to the new knowledge base. So I'm going to open that in a notepad by opening the notepad and dropping it in there. And the path that we want to change is this path here. So where it says biscuits, I'm now going to change that to arachnids. I'll save that, close it. Now if I go back to my visualization page and say reload, it will look similar because I haven't changed any of the biscuits data. But if we look at the about knowledge base tool down here, you can see it's picking up that new stuff that I've put in. So this is now working on our new knowledge base. But as I said, all that stuff at the moment is the same as the biscuit stuff. So looking at the Taxa tab, the main place where we keep all the sort of primary knowledge that's going to drive the visualization, I'm going to just delete all of that biscuit stuff out. The only thing I'm going to leave here is one column called taxon, because all that other stuff is unique to the biscuits. I could do the same with the characters, values, media tab here, but I want to keep these because they're useful templates for me to create the new equivalent values for my arachnids. So instead of deleting that, I'm going to rename it. I'm going to call that characters B for biscuits, and I'll create a new blank one called characters, and I need that header row, so I'm going to copy that and pop it in there. And I can do the same for the values and the media, okay? So, but instead of doing it the way I did before, I'm just going to copy. I'm going to say move or copy, create a copy, and that comes in here before media. So there's my copy. I'm going to rename that to values, B for biscuits, and now I'm going to delete everything from the original values sheet. And then I'm going to do the same for this media tab. So create a copy. I'll put it in here before config tab. Rename it media B for biscuits, and now take everything out of the actual medias tab. And that's it. So I'm ready to go now. I've got a virtually blank taxa worksheet. Same with characters, values, and media, and I've updated my config, and so I'm good to go. And in the next video, you'll see us start populating these sheets.